I think it's only appropriate to begin at the beginning when Shakespeare became a big part of my life. And that was right after I had had a spinal fusion. I used to be a dancer, and in high school, that all changed. And it was inside my literature class where we were reading a Shakespeare play. And the first play we read was Romeo and Juliet, and it was so perfect for exactly what I was going through because I was super angsty. My spinal fusion changed my entire life, and I thought everything was over, much like Juliet when she couldn't be with Romeo. So when we were reading through that play, I was relating to something that I had never really had a level of relating to before in my lit class. And from there, I went to college, and I was an undecided major. And again, I took a theater appreciation class, and they focused on Shakespeare, and it just clicked, and I decided this is it. This is what I'm going to do with the rest of my life, and this is what I'm going to seek to do and follow this journey of being an actor, which is a lifelong journey. And it did. It started with Shakespeare. There are two passages, two quotes that speak to me personally because of its imagery with snakes and flowers. And I feel like too often these two quotes are taken negatively, but I really take them positively. And the first one comes from Macbeth, and it's Lady Macbeth when she is trying to muster the courage under Macbeth, and she says, look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. And I feel like those are great qualities to have as a person, just navigating life. Like you want to appear pleasing to everyone that you meet, but always have like a backbone under you. Have something when times are tough, especially. I've realized that living in the city, going from a rural area to the city, you've got to be tougher. And I hold that quote really near. The other one is in Romeo and Juliet, when Juliet is describing Romeo after she feels like he betrayed her. And she says, "O serpent heart, hid with a flowering face." Again, you have the serpent and the flower imagery. And it's just, again, you have a very flowering, beautiful face, but you had a serpent intentions in your heart. And I feel like it could also be taken positively in that everything has a duality, and you must be soft and hard. And I like that a flower is used as the softness, and a snake, a serpent, is used as what's tough, what's hard. It was a really great feeling that right after undergrad, I landed in South Korea, and one of the first things that I did in South Korea was get involved with Seoul Shakespeare Company. And Seoul Shakespeare Company is the only Shakespeare company that does Shakespeare's work in English in all of Seoul, in Korea. And it's great to be a part of that and to be a member that was just completely welcomed in. And I've gotten so many opportunities with this company. I first was the makeup artist in A Midsummer Night's Dream, and then moved on to be Lavinia in their next production of Titus Andronicus. And now I'm Hero in Much Ado About Nothing, and I'm so excited. I'd never been Lavinia before until Seoul Shakespeare Company. I'd never been Hero before until Seoul Shakespeare Company. So these are nice opportunities that I will learn from, I will grow from. I will take my training straight back to the United States once I get back there. And I know I am just in much better shape having the experience and the knowledge that I've gained from being a part of this company. So this production of Much Ado About Nothing is a huge contrast to the show we just did, Titus Andronicus, in a lot of aspects. Tech-wise, Titus Andronicus, at least for me, being Lavinia, I had 5 different costumes that I was wearing, and it was just, it was a lot of work. It was very beautiful, but it was a lot of work to get in and out of those costumes. And Titus Andronicus was such a serious play as well. So the prep time that it took to get ready and to get in and out of those costumes and to invest in your character, there's just a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of emotion, a lot of work that goes into Titus Andronicus physically and emotionally, especially as Lavinia for me. And then Much Ado About Nothing, complete contrast with playing Hero. There's lots of play that I feel like a princess on the stage. I feel like this little dainty thing prancing around, and my feet are lighter, my heart is lighter, everything is so much more joyful. And I have 2 costumes now, and I get to change at intermission, which is a whole lot less stressful. And it's just, everything is lighter, happier, love. Yay. So I'm really excited to play Hero, and a bit of me is excited to indulge in this aspect of myself that I hear I have from other people. And one person in particular calls this side my Princess Dude side. And I feel like Hero, when I'm reading her lines and things that she says, she could be very princessy, but I feel like nothing she says is to be taken lightly, because she's serious about it. She's serious, but other people take it lightly. She's not taking what she's saying lightly. And I feel like that has a little bit of the Princess Dude aspect of my personality, 100% though, as just Hero. So I'm isolating a part of myself and making it all hero-fied.